Welcome to Michael and Linda's UK Filipina adventure.
A few moments later.
Hello guys! Long time no see. Welcome to Michael and Linda's UK Filipina Adventure.
Yes, guys, we've got a really good video for you today. We're going to talk about upgrading the LDR status.
About our emails.
Yes, so we're going to talk about how we upgrade our LDR status. Yeah. So documents required, balik bayan visa. Yes.
UK visitor.
No, MBI clearance.
Oh yeah. MBI clearance and 13A spousal visa.
Yes.
And what next?
UK visitors visa. So we'll
Place
talk.
we need to go.
Yeah, and the documents that we required for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, which places are we going to go to, wifey?
Hong Kong.
And?
Manila.
Yes.
Manila and first Manila and second Hong Kong.
So, the magic here is we will go to Manila and we will start the process of getting the MBI clearance sorted. We will then leave the country to go to Hong Kong. And when we go to Hong Kong, we're going to visit some family there. And we're going to have some adventures and we're going to do some traveling. And we're going to share this in a nice vlog with you guys.
And Michael and Linda's adventure.
Yes.
Yes, we did there.
So we will come back from Hong Kong and that will allow us to avail the balik bayan visa with my wife's help. We will bring our marriage certificate and documents required.
We need that documents.
Yes.
So like you have police clearance already, right?
Yes.
And then we will go to Manila for processing your NBI clearance.
Yes.
Or we need that for getting his visa.
Yes. Yes.
Permit here in Philippines. And for me, visitor visa.
Yes.
We
Yes.
need.
So why do we choose to upgrade our LDR status and the difficulties we face? Well, we'll get into that in a minute, guys.
Yes.
And that will be quite spicy. I'm sure there'll be some things you'll laugh at that you'll find funny. But it's something that you need to discuss because a lot of expats and foreigners and Filipinos and Filipinas, they all share this issue. And we haven't seen much material on YouTube talking about people changing that LDR status into being integrated and living together. How do you do it? How do you get around the process of dealing with the legal side of things, the documentation, to help you to become, citizens in any particular country, whether it's here in the Philippines or the UK?
Yes. So what we need documents for getting visa.
So
Documents required.
let's talk about that. Let's talk a bit about the documents required. So one of the things I said on our previous video, if you remember, is when you meet your Filipina for the first time,
Yeah.
you might find the need to have to avail a lot of documents because for the first time your Filipina, she's going to need to do a lot of things and she's going to need, or he is going to need a lot of documents, and it's something that us foreigners we take for granted, and it's something that we worked on together, my wife and I. We secured what was the first one? Barangay clearance.
Barangay. First I did here in Davao barangay clearance, and then before I getting NBI clearance.
So-
No! Police NBI clearance, and NBI lot of documents, guys.
So police clearance, MBI, and barangay clearance.
Government ID.
Government ID, yeah. We needed all that for...
Government ID is important, like what call that?
voting.
No, I forgot. Like voter certificate.
Yeah, that's voting, yeah. Voting, yeah. Voting record and registration with the government. But why did you need all these documents? What document were you applying for? What
Passport.
passport.
Passport is very. If you
hours applying passport, lot of documents.
Let's talk about that. You're going to laugh at this. How did we go about getting your passport? What did we do first of all? You first went to Davao City, right? And then they said to you that you didn't have an appointment.
Yes.
And they made an appointment for you where?
Tagum.
Tagum.
I'm crying.
Tagum.
In Davao.
How did you get to Tagum, wifey?
I'm riding bus.
And how long did it take to get to Tagum from Davao
Maybe
City?
2 hours.
It's a good ride, 2-hour ride. It's still in Davao, but it's quite far from Davao City, Tagum.
Maybe out of town here in
Yeah.
Davao.
So imagine, you take a bus for 2 hours, you go to the Department of Foreign Affairs in Tagum, and then you...
Robinson.
Robinson's, yeah, in Tagum, and you sit down and you go through the process of application for the passport. What sort of questions did they ask you?
They first asked me, Ma'am, you have birth certificate, and I will show my birth certificate, and then
You need to speak up.
No?
You need to speak louder.
And then they asked me birth certificate, marriage certificate, so I have that. Problem is government ID. I don't have that time. So I will show my PhilHealth ID. That's it. And then after that, they say you will come back here day 24, I think. Day
Yes.
24.
So when
And
you went
then
back,
when I come back, they ask me, you have NBI clearance, police clearance, and then I'm so tired.
did you have MBI clearance at that time?
No, I don't have NBI clearance.
So when you
at
went
that
to the
time.
second time to Tagum, you didn't have the MBI clearance?
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't
And did
have
they
it.
ask you for something from your school because of your late registration, birth certificate or anything, or no?
They
Did you have
asked
that?
me. They asked me, yes, I have that. They asked me, but problem is my school record is my place, so I need come back to my place, so I need come back there.
So yeah, so one of the things that I was saying to my wife is, when you go to Tagum, ask them exactly what you need,
When
So
I
that-
yeah.
so that when you go for that application, you're successful. But I think we made a big mistake. I don't think our preparation wasn't done correctly for my wife's passport application. So what did I do? I went online. I booked an appointment for my wife with Davao SM Ecoland. There's a Department of Foreign Affairs in there. I made the appointment. I made the payment. And I said to my wife, you need to go to...
SM Ecolan.
Did you go to 7-Eleven and pay it?
Yes.
So they give you a list of places where you can physically go and pay. And I think it was like 1,100 pesos or something.
950 I pay.
950 pesos, yeah.
Yes, 950
So
pesos.
my wife, she had to go to 7-Eleven in Davao.
And then they charge me 50 pesos, so 1,000 pesos.
Yes. I make the payment for the application for the passport. And what questions did they ask you when you went to Davao?
About my documents.
For your passport application, yeah. What did they ask you?
They asked me about my birth certificate, marriage certificate, government ID, NBI clearance, police clearance. So I have that already. That's why I showed them, and then that's it.
I remember you saying to me about your marriage certificate. They said, "Oh, Mum, you already have your marriage certificate so quick."
Yes.
And you said, what did you say when
The
they said
woman
that?
said to me, what is this? This is your husband last name Brown. I tell them yes. And then when you're getting married, I tell her February 1 this year, 2024. And
Yes.
then why you did very quickly,
Yes.
very fast.
Because we had a lovely lady called Anna in Melita. She helped us with the documents and she helped us with the whole process of getting married. And my God, it was seamless. Yes, we had to do a little running around.
She is good lady.
Yeah, we had to do a little bit of running around because we need to get documents validated, notarized. But all of that was all worthwhile because now, guys, we have passport and we have marriage certificate. So we're
Yeah.
well on the way of getting some of the documents that we need to process the 13A spousal visa and UK visitors visa.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
about my passport, we need traveling.
Yes.
We need traveling first before I visit this country.
And
We need-
I'm really for that because I saw online people getting offloaded because the person who's traveling to the US or the UK or any place in Europe or Canada or Australia, one of the things that governments like to see is that the Filipina has been out of the country. whether it's somewhere in Asia like Thailand, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, you get the picture. The idea is that they can see that the Filipina will travel and she will come back to her country. Because a visitor's visa is just that, a visitation.
Yes.
Some Filipinos may travel to a country and their intention is to stay in that country. That's okay. The only problem is you have to acquire the appropriate visa
Yes.
to stay in the country permanently. So we're going to try the process of getting a spousal visa for the Philippines for me and a UK visitor's visa for
me.
my wife in the UK. Because to be honest guys, it's a lot of a cheaper process. If you go through the other route where you go directly for the spousal visa in the UK, very long, very expensive process. So we'll go the visitor's route first and just give my wife a chance to see where I'm coming from so she can understand me. Because when I talk a bit later about how we've managed to deal with LDR, yeah, you're going to understand it more when you come to the country. So that was very, very, very valuable. I want to just, something I really forgot to do on the last video is I didn't really go through how you navigate a long distance relationship, and today we will really do that. And I'm going to talk a bit about what my wife had to endure and what I had to endure in the LDR status, and why we are choosing now to upgrade the LDR status and overcome some of the difficulties that we have faced previously. And like I said guys, the documents is the first part of the process. When we go to Hong Kong, what visa will we get when we come back? What they call that visa when you come back in the country?
138.
No. If I go to Hong Kong with you and I come back with my wife back into the Philippines, what do they call that visa?
Bigap visa.
Balikbayan.
Balikbayan visa.
Balikbayan
visa.
What's the benefits of a Balikbayan, wifey? What's the benefits of a Balikbayan visa? How long can your husband
6
stay?
months.
12 months.
12 months. 1 year.
You can stay 1 year on that, yeah. But
We
if
can
I
stay 1 year here or 6 months like that.
no, I can stay 1 year, but if I leave before that 1 year without my wife, the whole process starts again. But if I stay with my wife in this country, I could actually stay for 1 year on that Balikbayan.
Yes.
But it isn't a long-term visa, it's really just a tourist visa. And if you want a permanent visa, my options are spousal visa, 13A, or retirement, SSRV visa, because I am at an age where I could apply for the SSRV. But again, that is an expensive process, especially if you haven't already physically retired.
That is expensive.
Very expensive process, yeah. Because you have to put a certain amount of money in the bank, in a Philippines bank. And if you have a pension that isn't already started or activated, you have to put down $20,000 US.
For US dollars here in Philippines.
Yeah, in a Philippines bank, which is about 16,000 and something pounds, which is it a million pesos? It's 1
Here
million
in
pesos.
Philippines, I
20
think so.
20,000 is really about a million.
20,000.
Yeah, about a million pesos. So you have to put that in a bank, and that bank has to be nominated as a bank that will be able to receive funds for the purpose of the SSRV visa. But we are not going to choose that route. Although I could do it, I could do that application. The safest one, the better one, the more convenient one, and the Rolls Royce of all visas for married couples is the 13A spousal visa.
Yes.
And my wife, she can petition for that from the Philippines government, and I will help with whatever documents I need to acquire for us to get that application successful. We've done, so far, what have we done? We've done a joint letter for the commissioner for the application, the petition. We have acquired a passport for my wife. I have acquired police clearance from the UK with Acro, a company called Acro Police, and I've also got that apostilled, because at the time I wasn't sure if I was going to do the SSRV or the 13A spousal visa. So I did it anyway, just in case.
So
Yes, I have that. So the next thing I need to do is I need to provide evidence that I have funds and means to support my stay here in the Philippines, and also to support my wife in the UK when we apply for the UK visitor's visa. Alright, so let's talk a bit about places. Well, we can go into that on another video. We can
Hong Kong.
we can really get into the documents, and we can show people video of me going to the MBI office,
Yes.
all of those things, which we will do. We'll
In
go.
Manila.
We'll get some videos shot of us going to the MBI clearance office. We'll do a video going to the airport, flying out to Hong Kong, and we'll show you videos in Hong Kong, in Manila. There'll be a lot of new content coming, guys. We're going to do quite a lot of videos. We really want to build this channel. Please, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe. Because less than 5% of our people that view our videos are subscribed to our channel, guys. And at this current moment in time, we have a count of 177
177.
subscribers, yeah, and we really want to get that higher. And I thank all of you guys who have subscribed already to our channel. Thank you so much. We're very grateful and we're humbled to you guys.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
They're updating our new YouTube channel.
Yes. Yes. We're going to work on this, which is going to be our job. We're going to do our YouTube channel, and we're going to try and develop that more and work on that. And it gives us something to do, and it's fun, it's interesting, and I really enjoy doing it, guys. And my wife, we're learning as we go. We're still new to this, so we will make a lot of mistakes, but that's how you learn. If you don't make mistakes, you don't learn, you know?
You're right.
So let's talk about going to Manila. There is some places. There was one place that my good friend in the UK called Dan, I know he said he's from Antipolo.
Antipolo.
He's from there, yeah,
in
but
Manila.
but he told me a place to go, and I'll check up exactly what he said in the next video, and we're gonna go there.
We will visit there.
Yeah, and we'll show you. And
Adventure.
we're gonna be staying in a place called Malati,
Wala.
which is very close to the MBI clearance office, and it's not far from Manila Bay.
Manila.
Yes,
Nice.
yes. So it's, some people call it the Korean part of Manila, because there's a lot of Korean people living there. Apparently, there's Korean city in
Manila.
what's the place called? Malati.
Malati.
Malati, yeah, Malati, yeah. Very nice.
Many people Korean living there.
Yes, as far as I know, yeah. So we will show you guys, and we'll be on the metro, and we'll show you the station that's near to that location. It's a cheap place to live, and we've got ourselves a condominium that we've rented for 1 week, and then we're going to use that as a base to go to Hong Kong and then come back again to Manila.
Yes.
And I need to get documents finalized, so we'll spend that time in Manila, and that will just speed up the process, because we could do it in Davao, but if we go to Manila, it'll
we
just
need
make
to go to Manila for processing.
oh yeah, yeah.
Here in Davao, very hard for processing.
You can do it, it just takes longer.
Foreigner is not allowed here.
Yeah, well, you can't do MBI clearance in Davao. You're right, wifey, that has to be done in Manila. Yeah. All right, so Hong Kong, what we're going to do in Hong Kong, wifey?
We will meet your daughter there.
Yes.
We will meet his daughter, and then we will make vlog there.
Yes.
What Hong Kong nice, or I don't know.
Yes. So one of the places that I've chosen for us to stay in Hong Kong is called Lantau Island.
Lantau Island.
Yeah, that's where the big Buddha
In Hong
is,
Kong.
guys, if you don't know where it is, and a big cable car ride.
I saw that on YouTube. Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
They have a Disneyland there as well.
Yeah, Disneyland.
On Lantau. Yes.
Lantau. Maybe closer there.
It's
Closer.
near Lantau. Sunny
checked
Bay,
that
I
on
think it's
YouTube.
called. Yeah, Sunny Bay. But we're going to go to Victoria Peak. We're going to see the Symphony of Lights. We're going to go to the Avenue of the Stars where Bruce Lee is. We're going to go to Hong Kong Harbour. We're going to take a ferry trip. We're going to do quite a lot of things, guys. I'm so excited. It's the first time, guys, the first time that we've left the Philippines, because our honeymoon we did in Siquijor, because we didn't have the
Passport that
yeah
time.
yeah.
If
But
you go out of different country like Hong Kong, we need passport.
yes,
In
yeah,
your country and his country, we need visa.
yes,
Maybe strict his country, maybe strict
yes.
government there.
Well, guys, I'm going to talk to you a bit about that in more detail in a later video. We'll get into
Yeah.
all the paperwork, how we're processing documents. But let's talk about the most funny and controversial thing, which is why we've chosen to upgrade our LDR status and the difficulties that we faced. So I just want to talk a little bit about the period that we spent from my last visit. I came here back in May 2024,
Yes.
and that was for our honeymoon.
Yeah, you spend 2 weeks here.
I only spent 2 weeks,
Just
yeah.
2 weeks, and then you come back.
I went back to the UK.
And now he's come back again.
What date are we in now? What month are we in now?
October.
So 5 months LDR wife from my wife. 5 months, guys. Can you believe?
5 months long
It's-
distance relationship.
Oh, it's a long time. Yes. So in that 5 months, what sort of things did we try and do, wifey?
For 5 months.
I was back in the UK working. All I'm trying to do there is try and build resources because I really want to bring my wife back to the UK with me, and then obviously I want to develop for my retirement for the future. And my future will be long term will be to travel back to the Philippines. So we're gonna apply for the relevant visas for that.
First thing we need application.
So guys, you know when you're on LDR
We need
and you're not retired as a foreigner, how do you go about changing the status? Get your visa.
visa.
Get your visa, guys.
Visa and passport.
Yes. So the visa gives you the opportunity to avail a lifestyle in both countries. And one of the things that we had to overcome with the LDR is my wife, she said to me, with you being so far away, sometimes I find it hard when I don't see you. Tell us a bit about that, wife.
Very hard. Very hard. Very hard. Very hard long distance relationship. Sometimes I'm calling him, he didn't answer my call, I'm getting mad, and then we start fighting again. But my husband, he is very, what call that habit? Patient.
Yes, I try to be patient and
When
understanding.
I'm fighting him, he didn't reply.
The reason I do that,
Crazy.
the reason I do that is because I do understand how hard it might be, because it's a big house to be on your own, living in this house for 5 months and your husband is not there. You wake up every day, it's like Groundhog Day, it's the same day. Although my wife, she was working for a time, she did go and work for a time in a restaurant.
Maybe 2 weeks.
No, 1 month, one good month, yeah, one good month, yeah. You worked,
I
and
work at the restaurant.
yeah, I did a little bit on the last video when I said LDR coming to, you might see on our video, guys, leads to
Davao.
LDR Davao, yeah. And in the end of that video, you'll see my wife in the restaurant, and we tagged it onto the end of the video. So I put meanwhile Davao, and you saw my wife working at where she was, which is not far from where we're living here. We're currently living in a subdivision, gated community. It's really nice. Gated community, security. There's a swimming pool there, basketball courts, and it's very nice. Really reasonable price, guys. And we'll do a video about
Near
that.
at the market.
Yeah, massive night market we have here as well in a place called Catalunya Pequeño. Yeah, very nice part of Davao. I really like it. But we'll get another video and we'll take you around our home. We'll do a tour of our home. We'll show you around our area. We'll show you around what facilities, amenities we have here in Davao. We'll really introduce you to our lifestyle, guys. And I really hope you will enjoy that, guys. So yeah, so coming back to the difficulties that we faced. What else, wifey? So why did you find yourself buang, as you say, buang or baliu? Why? Ang asawa. Why?
When my menstruation near coming, I like fighting, and then sometimes if I call him, he didn't answer my call because I understand he have work that time I call, but I like a fighting.
Guys, you know that fighting, what it's called? Tampo.
Buang. Say buang.
Buang.
Say buang.
Buang.
What buang?
Buang is crazy.
That's great.
Yeah, that's mean crazy, guys.
Asaka.
Asaka, what are you doing?
That's great.
Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah. What
Hindi
are
na
you doing?
takalibakan ng cars.
So I'm trying to learn some more Bisayan, guys. And my wife, we have doing something really interesting. I said to my wife, we're gonna pick one day of the week where we just speak Bisayan.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
I will give punishment to me. Every Sunday.
Yes.
I'm not speak English, only Bisayan.
I'm happy for that because I really want to learn the language and the culture.
I'm just trying to speak Bisayan if you understand or not.
I do understand some Bisayan. Let me give you an example,
And
guys.
then I will give you what call that action.
Yes. Let me give you some example of what I've learned so far. One of the things that I would say to a Filipino for the first time is Unsa pangalang nimo,
Ano yung pangalan nimo?
kuya or ate.
Ano yung pangalan nimo?
What does it mean? It means, what is your name, sister or brother? Yes. And if I was to do it in Tagalog, it's ano pangalang mo.
What else?
What is your name?
Yeah, what else you know about Visayan?
Okay kayo.
Okay kayo.
I know that one. That's good.
It's funny.
Yeah.
What cooking?
Cooking is nagluto. Magluto. And then for cooking in Tagalog is naglugluto. Naglugluto. Yeah, so it's similar but slightly different. But there are some similarities, but there are some subtle differences, which I'm learning. But I will focus more on Bisayan because I do know some Tagalog. I'm going to focus more on Bisayan. But I really want to take this opportunity as well to give a special shout out to my wonderful Filipino friends in the UK. You know who you are. Dan, Jelan, Ray, Roy, Ed, all you guys. You've done Jericho. All you guys. You've done some fabulous things, given me an introduction to the culture. And we've had lechon together, we've had pancit together, we've had pork belly, we had many things together. Sisig, manok adobo, you know, everything. And it's really opened my eyes. And I just wanted to say that I forgot to mention on the last video that it was actually Jelan and Dan in UK from Filipino friends who also helped me to script some
How to write in Visayan.
for my wife, so I could speak to our mum in the mountain. So it was my wife, but also these guys as well. And I'm for some reason I didn't mention it, but I really wanted to do a special shout out to them. And guys, thank you so much for supporting us and our channel. And currently we have a wonderful figure of 177 subscribers, and we have quite a lot of views. But of the views that we've had, only 2 to 3% of you have subscribed. Please guys, help us support our channel and subscribe, guys. Help us to build it, because this is what we want to do and we enjoy doing it. And we're going to get better. We're going to make mistakes. Bear with us, guys, but it will improve. Okay? And let's talk about one of the spicy things in an LDR, intimacy. How do you overcome intimacy? What things did we do to try and overcome that issue? How do you overcome intimacy, wifey?
And then if I feel that things, but I'm watching movie and cooking. That's it.
So if you feel lummy and you want to be super lummy,
And just behave myself.
really?
Yeah. Buang na siguro.
Me?
How about you as a man? I know as
Well-
I know as a man very hard for manage that LDR.
Well, what I
So
did,
how can I manage?
what I did, guys,
Me, we manage that because I'm a girl.
you have to be intimate in an LDR. And what I did, guys, is sometimes if I go for a shower, I will share that video with my wife. So I'll put my camera in the bathroom, I'll take a shower, and my wife, she will see her husband. And he is cleaning himself, taking care of his body. And my wife, that's our intimacy, you know, guys. You have to do that. You may think, oh, maybe it's disgusting if you do these kind of things, but it's natural. It's natural. What would you do if you were together? You would be in each other's arms, in each other's presence. You would be intimate. So why, if you're in LDR, you don't do the same? You have to do the best you can with what you have, and that's what we do. And my wife, she appreciates that. I know she likes that. I like it as well when my wife takes a shower and she shows me, and I appreciate that as well.
I show you?
Yeah, I like it. You show me everything, all things, guys. We won't go into detail, but you can imagine what we get up to. You know, but it's what you have to do, guys. But it's one of the reasons why we wanted to change the LDR status. And how we're going to do that is get the documents, and we're going to start our marriage by being together. And we're gonna petition each of the governments to help us to be together, because it's very difficult if you live in a long distance relationship over a long term. And I've supported my wife here in the Philippines since January in our house. But I want to be part of that. I want to share that with my wife. And guys, it is so nice to be here, and so nice to get the opportunity to spend time together. And we're going to really make that permanent now with the help of God and our good fortune, and the governments, of course. Thank you, Philippines government, for doing so much for us now, and
Yes.
we're going to ask the UK to do the same for us if they
Thank
will
you
reciprocate.
for helping us.
Yes, thank you so much. All the government departments, you've been really, really, really kind and helpful, and it's been easy. It's not been difficult, and thank you so much, guys. And thank you for watching our video today. We're going to wrap this up.
You will see our next vlog.
Yeah, that's going to have lots of information, lots of videos.
Yes.
Check it out, guys, okay? You got anything you want to add to the video, wifey? Anything you want to say about 13A or any of the visas, or no? All right. Well, we'll get into it in a bit more detail in our next video when we're out on location in Manila.
When we will getting everything sorted, we will try again.
Yes, yes. And we always try and do this. Every time I come to the Philippines, we sit down, we do an interview. And we're going to try and invite some of our friends, and we're going to do some interview with some of our friends here in the Philippines. And you'll get to see that, guys. And we're looking forward to doing that, you know. And guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our videos so you can watch more of our content as we upload it. And stay close, stay safe. Until the next time, guys. It's goodbye from me, Michael, and goodbye from you.